Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. So I'm going to be working on some Easter wreath ideas. I have a wreath or a door hanger I purchased several years ago that I feel like could use a refresh. It looks like an Easter basket, has a bunny and some eggs and just a little bit of greenery in it, but I want to see what I can do to update it and give it a fresh new look for this year. And then I want to work on at least 2 more wreaths as well. I want to hang one on our front door, one on our back door, and then something on the old window that's in the kitchen on the wall, and I'll pop a picture in here so you can see what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm going to be working on in this video. Let's get started. So this is the wreath or door hanger I was talking about that I want to kind of give a more updated look to it, make it look a little fuller and nicer for this year. And it's pretty the way it is. I purchased it a few years ago at Walmart after Easter on clearance, and I really like it. I like the structure of it. I just think it has a really fun look. I just really wanted to give it a refresh and give it a fun new look for this year, and so I'm adding in some faux florals in blues and purples, and then I'm going to add a bow. So if you have an older wreath or a door hanger like I have here, don't be afraid to update it with some faux florals or change things out or add a new bow. Just simple little things like I'm doing here can give it an entirely fresh new look. And you didn't have to break the bank to change it up. So I held up a few different ribbons to see which one I liked best, and I really liked the buffalo check, so that's what I'm going to use. And if you haven't seen the video on how I make my bows, I did explain it in much better detail, and so I will have that video linked here, up above, or in the description below if you'd like to check that out. And to dress it up a little bit more, I have a Happy Easter chalkboard tag. I had actually made some of these for my Etsy shop, and I thought it would be perfect in the center of the bow, so I'm just going to hot glue that in place. So to finish this one up, I'm going to cut the ends of the ribbon in a V shape, and I'm going to call this one done. And I really like the updated, fresh new look that it has, and I think it's going to look so pretty hanging on the door. The next wreath I'm working on is just super simple, and most of the items were from Dollar Tree, the wreath form, as well as this bunny happy Easter sign. So I'm just going to take the sign apart. I wanted to see what I could do to put these together, and I think it's going to turn out cute, but I wasn't really sure. So I'm just going to hot glue the bunny onto one side of the wreath, and then I'm going to use the carrots towards the top. And then I'm going to add a fun bow, and this turned out even better than I thought it would. I wasn't really sure about it, but I wanted to try it, so I gave it a whirl, and I really like how it turned out. Chose to go with the buffalo check bow on this wreath as well. The pastel ribbons that I had, I just didn't really like with the orange of the bunny and the carrots, so I did the buffalo check bow, and then I'm just using some jute twine and looping it several times, and then I'll tie it around the center, and that's going to be the center of my bow. I thought it would really go well with the bow that's on the bunny and the natural color of the wreath. This was such a fun and simple wreath to make and extremely easy on the budget, and it turned out even better than I thought it was going to. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think this one's going to hang out in the kitchen. The next wreath I'm working on, I picked up the wreath form at Walmart. It was under $5, and I got this welcome sign at Dollar Tree, and I just think it is one of the cutest things, and I thought it would be really fun to add it to a wreath. So I'm just going to hot glue that in place and go from there. So for this wreath, I wanted to add some florals along the bottom of the wreath underneath the sign. So I picked up these boxwood picks at Walmart. I believe they were like 97 cents. They were under $1. And then I also have some floral picks that I picked up at Dollar Tree that I will be adding in as well. And in case you're wondering where I got the florals, the pink and the yellow were both from Dollar Tree, and then the purple lavender picks were from Walmart. I knew I wanted a large bow for this wreath that had several colors, so I chose to use 3 different ribbons. And again, if you want to see how I make this bow, I have that video linked in the description below. But I chose to use a sheer pink, a pretty light blue, and then this Easter egg print, and I bought all of these ribbons at Dollar Tree. Basically for this bow, it's really simple. I just make a single loop and then I cut the tail end at a V, and then I just layer them in my hand as I go along, and whatever makes sense to me, what looks good to me. And then I will secure them all together using a piece of paddle wire, and then I will hot glue that onto my wreath. So I thought this wreath was done, but the more I looked at it, the more I felt like it needed something else. So the next day I took the Easter egg print ribbon and wrapped it around the wreath form, and I really like how it turned out. So do you ever work on projects like that where you like how they turned out, but you feel like it could use a little something more the more that you look at them? Let me know in the comments. If you're new to my channel, I share a lot of budget-friendly DIY home and lifestyle content, and if you like that sort of thing, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know, and I would love it if you hit subscribe and hung around. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.